What's up? Hello everyone. Greetings, greetings. Hope you're having a good one. And welcome to the stream. Yeah. Strategically, cleverly hidden. I don't know which one you were going off of. That is a weirder question. Like, where did you get... Like, I never even streamed at 4 p.m. And I would never had the idea to put a stream schedule on that time. But yeah. The critique could have come from the other side. The stream should have started later. This is the side that Bashbop comes from. Because yeah, Bashbop were more regular on the stream. Like, he's coming pretty regular around these days, which is pretty nice. But I used to stream later because I just needed to stand up a little bit later. So yeah, the stream time were just basically an hour or 2 hours later, because that were how my get up time in the morning were. And now pretty tough for him, since he needs to work. Yuck. Who does that stuff? Oh. Ah. Same problem for me, really. We have... Ugh! The heck? Hi-oh. On Muspelheim. It's like every ranked duel on Muspelheim? I think it's like mostly dual meta. It's the eagle. You do you. I hope that I can play myself a little bit out of this rank, since I really think I don't know in which rank realm I'm going right now. Like, where am I even? I really have the feeling that I'm playing against quite a few very new players here, but at some point that will pretty quickly shift into people that regularly play duels, and where I will look very, very bad. I think we already had the game against the boar, where the boar were playing pretty well against what I were doing. I don't think it was unbeatable. Like I said, there were one part of the game where the one fight where when I think when I would have fought differently and get rid of his units rather than setting so much damage onto his boar, I had a realistic way to win. But he played it well. So he made it work pretty well. I think it might just be him being lucky or something, but I had the feeling that he were actually trying to micro the boar over his X-throwers, so you can't really right-click them sufficiently. Which is fine. It's absolutely fine. Playing the game. Oh my god, this map is insane. Is there iron on one of these? No, sad. So yeah, the problem will come up yet again. Where do I get my extra iron to get my chafe? But man, we played a lot on Muspelheim, didn't we? I feel like the last 2 or 3 duels were all on Muspelheim. I'm gonna go for that one. Just in case I need to go for some iron. Feels like duels at that rank, you are only very new or gemstone plus players. At least that's what it was like for my placement kit. Yeah, generally, right? Since also the highest rank players obviously want to be playing games, therefore I think in Northgard smurfing is not that much about beating up new players, right? Like, I'm not even smurfing here. I will make it sure. It's my main account. This is my main duel, like, main account at all. So it's just like I didn't play duels in a long time. But yeah, even as a higher rank player, you want to be playing games, and at a higher rank, you're just not gonna find opponents. So they're kind of forced in playing with a Smurf account, so they can actually have games. Okay. Yeah, I think when we play this relatively regularly, I'm gonna meet players that are pretty good, pretty fast. Especially when I can't keep winning. This is on a whole another. This is a whole another problem. As soon as this villager pops out, I don't have food problems anymore. I just hope it comes soon. This is wood and iron. This is 1 extra iron. There's 2 ranged draggers on this tile, but I feel like with X throwers you can out micro range draggers when you got a area that is big enough. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. Maybe I'm just lying. Maybe this is not actually the case. It's so annoying to being forced into going for wood now. Since I get wood over here and I get wood on the shipwreck. But I kind of just need to go for the iron there. And not having wood afterwards. It's like super annoying here. I feel like every eagle start is annoying for me. It cannot be correct. It needs to be too perfect, so I like it. That the first one is wood is very normal, I think. The first ones, I think, is it guaranteed wood? I'm not sure. I think in most of the cases, this is wood, definitely. Most of the times, I saw it going for wood. This could be big enough so I can micro that. Not for a boar. I think for a bear it would work. So yeah, we definitely need to achieve. We're getting low villagers now. Which is already pretty nice. Absolutely great. Only the iron is guaranteed. Okay, so it can be food. I just feel like in the last games it were always wood. I do not have enough gold. Oh, this was lore. Oh yeah, okay. I take everything back. This was lore. Ah shit, then we're gonna be even more stopped over here. At least we can send these 2 back. As soon as they found that 1 iron. Nice. Only thing is we can instantly break the building down. Okay, keep on scouting. Funny thing is we can't really do anything right now. But not guaranteed I get food sometimes. Ah yeah, thanks. Did you force the random map picks because no one actually picked them, just regular Northgard map? I don't know. Counter question, why would they care? Why would they care? the chief out, then we can finally start booming here. We can already build this one. Let's go. For me at least. Okay. I don't know. Don't know why they... Like, they can have a little bit weirder optics if you compare it to the normal Northgard map, yes. But I think there's also general game decisions. Like, I don't know why you put fog in front of my face. In certain weather conditions, they will put a general fog on the screen to make me see the screen harder. I don't see why this makes the game better in any shape or form. But this is like... I feel like I'm the only one complaining about this. I never heard anybody else complaining about that. But I don't see why in an RTS you need to take the vision away of the player. Throughout the Blizzard, I don't really care too much about that. But just normally throughout the year, why are you taking my vision away? How does this add to the experience? Since especially in RTS games, it is very important that you see your screen throughout the time. But there's a downside that counts for every player, right? Oh yeah, it's easier to see mid when you're in the bottom part, 100%. This is already since Northgard came out, a discussion why that is. But it is also not a problem that you can really fix. The only way you can fix it is by either showing everybody where the middle is, or just making you not see through the shadows at all, to make it a complete black void so nobody can see it. So you either would need to put everybody on the same information, or you need to take the information away. Right now, it's a bit of an imbalance. It's a bit of an imbalance, of course. Obviously, now it will stay in the game forever. Because this is nothing that you can change in a small patch or something. This will just be here. But yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. To build the house there. You can increase camera border more lenient towards bottom, or make an option to rotate your camera. You were never able to rotate your camera in Northgard in any shape or form, right? I wouldn't even know if the engine would allow you to do that. Or if the server would basically just drop. Oh, this is the middle. Let's take that. But I can't tell you that. Maybe it is absolutely possible. If that would be possible... Oh, I scouted the middle to 90% and then didn't keep scouting it. Holy. I just realized I did that. All ranged. What's that though? Wolves. Let's heal for 1 second. Probably until they scouted that tile, and then we go. Generally it should be, yeah. I don't know if he is actually playing Snake. He wanted to play his first Snake game, and then maybe he thought, oh god, don't want to do that against Dentist, so I'm gonna play my Comfort Clan, basically. I would guess that he's playing his Comfort Clan right now, whatever it may be. But that the middle is over here already tells me the map is ultra small. Like, this should be his main. Yeah, there we see the main tile. Ultra small map. Scouts are incoming. Thing is, I ran them into so much wood that I never really need to work wood here. Which is also not too bad. There's definitely worse things to happen. Yep, sure. Sure. It shouldn't have anything to do with the server because graphic is processed on client side unless it's streaming, and that would make reconnection. Then the owl radic shouldn't be a problem at all because the graphics are client sided and shouldn't have anything to do with the server. So yeah, I can't tell you what the engine of Northgard does. I know that the engine back in the day when Northgard were relatively new, and yeah, a lot of things were subject to change in the game. The engine was oftentimes from the very old Shiro team, right? I think most of them have moved on for Northgard at least and do something else at Shiro now. But the engine was oftentimes the reason they said, okay, certain things are not possible to change. Some evil people have said it might have something to do with spaghetti code, but I honestly don't have experience or any kind of knowledge when it comes to game development, so I couldn't tell you anything about that. I know what spaghetti code is. I know yeah, you can do. But I don't know, the most things I did about coding are like kind of assembly based, let's say that. Actually doing stuff in the real world and not just programs that solely run on your program, but which are taking other devices and connecting them or giving them some kind of, yeah, I don't know, some kind of working. It's very hard to explain. Oh, that's nice. What's up, Iggy? Yeah, we played these in the last time quite often. Just to get the stream going, because, yeah, always hard the first game of the stream to make it a community game, right? Not that many people around. But yeah, it's currently a little bit too low in the rank. Like, saying that right now, I don't want to take anything away from Despota that I'm just playing against, or anybody that I play against. But yeah, I need to get myself out of there. See you play Eagle. It's crazy since I've played it quite often in the last time. Have the bodyguard stand up there. So this is the really sneaky strategy to play more community games. Yeah, it can be everything you want. What was this? He was on the other side. I didn't even see that he hit him. What? What was that? Long-ranged Milkal far, bro. This is disgusting. What's up, James? Ah, screw that. No, not you. Okay, maybe you. Maybe you. I don't want to take too long here. Another one down there. Holy. Wow. Okay. Two bears. Yikes. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Can you attack the extra? Take a bit of a healing break. Probably in here so that you don't have any joggers respawning. This engine already supports camera in riveted position, so it should be a problem to rotate the camera too. Yeah. I can tell as somebody who spectated games a lot that I felt like if I were in the spectator mode and I did this, and you can zoom out way further on the spectator mode, people were complaining about lags always right in the moment I were doing this. So I feel like the game doesn't like it too much. So I feel like it is reliant on quite a bit of stuff there. Can't trade anyway, so I might as well do that, right? Need some gold. There's no gold. Take these. I don't even want to scout him too badly. As long as I'm getting all the stuff that I want. Elves, actually, would also be nice to kill. I could think about going full 500 fame. Like we cleared basically my half of the map. Just get two in there. Blast out a feast. Usually not too great since I have 2 axe throwers and 4 people as falconers, which will not be affected by the feast. But for the 20 fame, I'm willing to take that. Strat. Kobolds. Wow, this is an easy clear. It is basically 350 fame. Oh yeah. I need to take the pouches. Fast before the kobolds respawn. Four kobolds. That's an easy clear. Killed one of my axe throwers. They just love jumping that axe throw. Really having some gold problems here. I can just say that I don't think that development on Northgard would have even taken as long as, like, they would have even developed Northgard as far if there wouldn't have been money that they would have had to do that, basically. So I think Northgard development would have maybe stopped like a year after release, and then the money would have just been not there. Mm. So, yeah. Also thought a bit about your argument that older games usually got developed to a finished state and then they got released afterwards. There's also a huge amount of games that therefore are missing content, are broken, and stuff like that. Because of that. So there's ups and downsides, definitely. I definitely see the downsides. Why games get finished in a state which are absolutely atrocious, and that wouldn't have happened back in the days. But there's definitely also examples of game getting pushed out on a disc or something, and then the game itself were broken, and therefore having a big downside that they weren't able to just push out the big update to make the game actually work again, but it were basically like that on arrival. Know that you know that I know that you know where I'm coming from about the state of games. Yeah, I know. I'm very aware. Yeah, I can see why is usually just a way of saying, I'm not your opinion. I don't have your opinion. I have a different opinion. I can see why you have that opinion, but I am not in that one, and I will never be it. Because I have thought about it. I have made my mind about these topics, and I feel like this is not how it's supposed to be. Huge snake rush. Lovely. Lovely. Let's see if we can actually survive that. Oh, GG, well played. GG, well played. Oh my god! Where's the P? Where is the P? Played that well there. Played that well. Bad thing. Pretty nice snake rush here, by the way. Didn't expect him to just go for the complete YOLO rush, but it worked out well. Shouldn't work. You should be able to defend that. There is ways to defend that. It's not like the perfect way of playing it, but I didn't see it coming, so he completely got me there. Pretty good. Bad thing is RIP. Good thing is community games. Here we go. Yeah, bad thing is that the games that got developed on disc or something that got pushed out into the world, you don't hear about these games because these games are gone. These games are down the shitter. Nobody will ever talk about them because they're just gone, basically, right? The games that are community based I think which is a big problem about that is that people jump in and think they can dictate what the game is supposed to be because they are part of the community. The developers say, hey, we take influence from the community and we like to take tips. And they take tips, but they don't do it exactly as the community wants it. It may even be a big part, but in the end, it is still not a product of the community. It is a product of the artist that wants to get something out. So they are not bound to listen to you and make exactly that what you want. You are free to go at any point. You are free to go. You're not forced to like it, basically. But if the developer wants to realize their vision, they might be open to take your opinion to shape their game in a way that you would prefer, but you're never obliged to get everything from that. They don't have to. Not even they pretend to listen. Very, very different, of course. But I can see yet again where you're coming from a more like toxic way of seeing it. But it's not really about pretending to listen, but taking in information from the community on which parts of the game could be better and how the community would like these themes to be. But in the end, you as the developer, as the artist that develops a product, you have an idea in your head how the game is supposed to be. And if the community imagines it to be another game, they have like they're not forced to make it the game that the community gladly wants it to be, right? Like in Northgard, I definitely had the vibes that people wanted to make the game Age of Empires. There were people that wanted to make the game Warcraft. There were people that wanted to make the game Civilization, and there were people that wanted to make the game StarCraft. Like these people were always around. So there were people from the Civ side that said micro in Northgard should not exist. You should just right-click the units into the tile, and then you should lose control of the units in there, because this is not a RTS game. This is a 4X game. Then you had people also from my side saying, make it more like AoE and other games. Have like unit collision going on. Make the game more into the direction where it behaves like a normal RTS, basically. But they didn't want to make an RTS. They didn't want to make a 4X. They wanted to make Northgard. So in the end, I can be mad about that they didn't put the things in that I wanted in the game. But I can, in the end, happy that they took as much feedback as they did, even though the game might have not ended up as the product that I would have exactly wanted. But if I want to make a product exactly as I wanted, I can just make a game myself. Nobody's stopping me, right? Like, I think game production is easier than it has ever been. So if there's a day to just make your own game to your own standards and in a way that you want to do, I think there has never been a better time than yet now to actually make that happen. The best thing they did with units that you should mix them as before. Warriors with charge is the only thing or access. Yeah, true. First thing ever that I heard out of your mouth that the company, which game you play quite a bit, did anything good. But this is also very, very normal, since I come from the CS community, the Counter-Strike community, and go through the Counter-Strike community and ask the players what they think of Valve and what they do for the players. And I think over 90% of the players will say Valve is a piece of shit and they do not listen or care about their players. Dentist has the patience of a saint. I don't know. Still, everybody will be playing the game. And I can tell you that after these years of playing CS, I can say that one of the things that I don't like about Valve is the gambling system in there, right? That they literally do not give a shit if 14-year-olds put thousands of euros into the game and blow it onto what is essentially gambling. So, not the biggest fan of that. But when it comes to the game itself, they actually made always small changes, which in hindsight were generally not too bad. So Valve as a company, I think, is one of the few companies beside of, I think, FromSoft. I think Valve, FromSoft is like the few game companies which his name isn't completely burned, basically. Shiro wasn't a French company, they would have a very different argument, believe you me. Oh, no, definitely not. Where's Half-Life 3? I think it will come. I think Half-Life 3 will release with the Valve console. How's it called again? Steam Station or whatever. We get Half-Life 3 right after GTA. I'm gonna show you that. I can't find the picture. But Gabe Newell in his super yacht, before he rode to the Summer Games Fest or something, he drove the Half-Life symbol onto with the with the boat. I think this is the best tinfoil hat argument there could have ever been, that Half-Life 3 will be released. Half-Life 3, the biggest rage bait in gaming history. I can tell you one pretty good thing about Valve. They put out Half-Life 1 basically as a showcase on how FPS games could be. Then physics was introduced. So they realized what you could do with physics, and they see how physics could completely change games. So Half-Life 2 was basically more or less a tech demo of showing what physics can do in Northgard. This is like Half-Life 2 source engine time. And Valve usually doesn't release new shit just because the people want new shit, but most of the times because they want something new. They want something groundbreaking, basically, right? It's the same thing like with the Steam Deck. They brought the Steam Deck out, oh yeah, then they made the OLED version because they realized it's there. And then they said, there's not gonna be a new Steam Deck for a good while. Like, there must be a breakthrough in semiconductor production or something that we can make a way quicker Steam Deck. But why would we do a Steam Deck 2 that is like 20% faster? Who cares about the Steam Deck that is 20% faster? They would, like, if they release a new Steam Deck, it should be double or triple as fast, basically. I know this could only be company wish-wash, you know? But with Valve, I actually feel like they have an idea behind that, because, man, they have like the how do you call it in Germany? The egg-laying cow or something. Like the one animal that is gonna give you anything what you need for the rest of your life, basically. And they have a money printing machine with Steam, right? They take 30% of every game sale. 30%. Like, they don't need to do anything. They print billions. So they don't really need to bring out the game or not. Where a game would make sense if they bring out a new console and they need something behind that. Get Half-Life 3 because of the massive steal of Blizzard's defense of the ancient spheres. Yeah, maybe. And you can see the feed of your operative CS2. It's POC. Ah, okay. That is actually weird, right? That's actually weird. Seeing your feed in CS2 feels super weird to me. Not because of the POC, mostly because of the seeing feed in CS. I'm not used to that. I play Counter-Strike since 1.6, and I were not able to see my feed. Why can I see my feed now? Thanks a lot, Nick Curter. People complain about Half-Life 3 not coming out, but before people complained about when Duke Nukem 3, to be short, the meme was way better than the game. Understand, but true. Definitely. Like, Duke Nukem aged like fine milk, right? Duke Nukem aged like fine milk. I can see why you would generally be nostalgic to that because we liked it unto the time, but somebody who like drops into the game now, I don't know. Yeah, I've made a fan request for you in Northgard Discord. Can we have an anti-rush hippo guide? Just bought the clan, kind of lost and didn't find a good updated hippo guide post-nerf. If you know, if you have some gameplays, but I wanted over-explained like guide like the other videos. Yeah, over-explained guides, it's not me. I'm not the over-explained guy. The over-explained guy is somewhere else. So you were there in YouTube comment? I had a YouTube comment asking me for that too. Pretty sure. But I have to make a confession, guys. I have to make a confession. I'm not Larsman. I know it's not easy. I am also German. I am also a Northgard player, but actually not Narsman. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be right back. Give me 1 second. On the toilet. Oh. Well, yeah. But to, I know you are the same person. Yeah. I see. Let's go boar. But I see, I'm still looking forward if I might do a, I have nothing against Lars' video, but unlike you, he doesn't skip traverse and ruins when he's making a guide. Of course, people have different spawns that we can't base on his videos. Yeah, you can slow it down a little bit, of course, right? Like, I'm generally a big fan. I don't think it's a downside to large tutorials, really. That, like, I think... to be very egoistic, I think for newer players it's actually better if you are not taking the ruins, if you are making the build as easily replayable as possible. So as a newer player, you can really take it as a guide to go in there and learn the game, and then later on when you realize, okay, I'm better now, right? I can do the things a little bit better. You do these things yourself. The last tutorials are really, if you are getting down to them, you have a good chance with these exact strategies to get really high in the ladder. Like, these are really, really good builds, really potent builds that can be extremely strong. You can't really say that about my builds, right? They are strong enough. They will make you win games. But to then get to the top of Northgard, you really need to add something yourself, or maybe then watch an Osman tutorial, right? I want to give people a good start into the game, basically, since I think most players that are looking guidance in tutorials are oftentimes starting out new and need like a different way to be introduced into the games as very, very good players. But then, yeah, the builds are definitely not as strong as the one of Larsman. He shows you the perfect situation. Not really the perfect situation. Oftentimes his builds will, also his spawns will also not be perfect. But he will show you what is the max you can get out of the clan. And I think he does that really well. But yeah, for newer players, I feel like it can be nice. Well, I can also say that a lot of newer players also magically float to builds which are on paper the strongest ever. Because they say, why would I even learn a build which is not the strongest there's around when I can only learn the strong build and only be strong with that? I feel like when you only do that, if you only learn the strong build, you are very, very destined to become a one-trick pony. Like, you can then only replay this one build. You can replay it really good. You might become really, really strong with the clan. But you get not as much of an idea of what is going on in the game. And I can tell you that in my experience, it were usually like that, man, every week I was a new player. Like, the first week, I was like, oh yeah, man, Boar's the clan. Boar's the best clan. I'm gonna become a main Boar. And then in the next week, it's like, but Stag is also pretty good, right? Like, at the start, you didn't play the game enough to 100% say what your favorite thing in the game is, right? This is still gonna crystallize itself out. So, yeah. I'm talking myself into a rage again. When people ask which guys I use, I always say Crazy Dentist. That's mostly when I lose again. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So they know which guys not to look. But yeah, what I wanted to say is if I'm gonna wait out a little bit, since in the next time I don't have terribly lots of time. But we're also gonna look how Northgard and the community around the game really goes, right? I can really feel that, not suddenly, but currently, we have a bit of a drop down in the community, which is not too unnormal, since we're going towards the summertime. In the summertime, always, like the usual yearly problem, right? I make jokes about it every year. That people are going outside and enjoying their lives. Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. Spending time with friends and their family in good weather. God forbid. Driving into holidays. But no, the community always has a little bit of a natural drop, and around the Christmas time, or like if it goes into fall, winter, the numbers go up a little bit again. But yeah, I want to see what's going on there. If it's generally like worth it. But if it would be worth it, I would probably do like another run of build order videos where I either update the build orders or do like different ones. And for Hippo, there would probably be one for... I don't know how anti-rush a Hippo really can be. If you get full rushed at 801, then it's oftentimes kind of good night, right? But the fast gold build, basically. Where you get to gold really, really quickly. Am I gonna get housed, or am I gonna wait until I take that tile? I think I'm gonna wait until I take that tile. There's so many additional tiles that I get on top of that. And I'm able to build so much more stuff. Should we give our screen? I want to see what I should not to do when I play it. But yeah. Is Iggy doing bad? No, Iggy's doing fine. He's not doing anything right now. It's basically the same thing that I did in my build. Or is that? No, I think the other one is older even, right? Older even. Usually I wait until I take the 2 first lures, and I'm not doing anything really. I'm just taking my food, my wood tile, and vibe. Where does he have the gold to take the chief? Where did he get that gold? Is it like some kind of trust fund or something? And I think Iggy is not a bad Hippo player, right? Or are you two friends and like negging each other? Low and delete furnace, maybe. No, how do you do this? Okay. So we were just roasting Iggy right now. What's up, guys? What has Iggy done to you? He's such a nice guy. Also got the gold. I get gold from destroying the free brazier. Yeah. Do you destroy the free? Oh, you destroyed. Ah, I get what he means now with lore and delete furnace, maybe. Yeah, I get it. That's weird. That's weird. Dude, look at this. Iggy, he's the man. He's destroying the furnace, getting early chief. I didn't even know that shit was possible, bro. Like, I know what he did, but... That's wild. I usually get the furnace. People are so wild when they... play the clan oftentimes. I play German most of the time. Ah, okay. Yeah. Didn't really happen to me in Northgard. I've always, when I see German versions of Northgard, it always looks so weird. Since I looked thousands of hours on the English version. Like, really weird for me to look like at the German words in there. It's not, like, obviously fully alright, right? You're lying, you take free strength from erudition. Now pretend you have no idea you can go gold iron from free furnace. Suspicious, yeah. Yeah, maybe I knew. Well, I theoretically had the knowledge that this could be possible, but I never had the thought to actually do that on a furnace. Since I usually had the crazy thought of just like, and now hear me out. Just build the furnace. Well, don't tell everybody this trick. Don't tell everybody this trick. Like, it needs to stay in between us. If everybody knows about the trick, then the trick is nothing, worth nothing anymore. A free treasure, I figure I can build. Yeah, I don't hate the trick at all. I don't hate the trick at all, Mr. Iggy. I think it's super creative that people do that now. I don't know if this was like your idea specifically right now, and this is like the Iggy play. Yeah, it was mine. Never seen it before, lol. It is the Iggy play. So there we got the name for it. To pull an Iggy is to go for the furnace lore and then destroy it. I learned it from Lars Brashia. Okay. So this Larsman guy must also know a thing or two about this game, huh? We should meet one day. We should meet one. Oh shit, I'm super late when it comes to rolling. It is creative, but lores just give resource with a noob trap in it. Now the lores just give resource with a noob trap in it. Yeah, could be. Makes sense. Oh, you forget to delete buildings. Yeah, that is definitely needed. Like, for me, it's not even too much about the, oh my god, I need to save the 18 upkeep per year on the scout camp. It's mostly about, shit, I need space in my main tile. Scout camp has to go. I think we're gonna barter. And we are. Favorite new trap is putting buildings before simple living and then canceling when you learn simple living. Yeah. You don't do these all too often, though. This is something that happens really rarely. People learn pretty quickly not to do that. It's a pretty fast learning. Usually happens once. Well, once every so often until you forgot again and then do it again, right? It's not like this. I think it hasn't happened to me in a bit of a while, but it can definitely still happen. It's a huge noob trap indeed. I get hurt so much. Do you sometimes build woodcutters before simple living? Not really woodcutters. Ages ago, I would sometimes build a dock before simple living. To already pump gold to go for early altar into straight legacy, but you don't really do that anymore. And nowadays, maybe go for a mine. Yeah. Yeah, true. Can put down the mine before you got simple living. My mine here was pretty late for the relic. Get that a lot earlier. I have 2 woodcutters lodges on boar, I just realized. Not gonna be too hurtful, but it's also not needed. Ah, God. Well, I got something to trade too. For now. Mendasat before simple living. Yeah. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with us. Somebody denounce them to the officials, please. We can't just let that slip. Guys, what rhymes on least? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's right. Gets reported for playing herbalism, yeah. Dear Shiro Games, I have proof. I've scouted his town hall so I could see his lore tree. And I can prove that he played herbalism. Please ban this guy off your multiplayer servers, for he is trolling. I knew that they weren't attacking me, but... Shit. The villagers are now sprinkling in here. It's also not too great. Okay. Any work? Anyone know if they're working on the Northgard is unstable issue? Oh, I wouldn't know. What do you mean with the Northgard is unstable? Going over my head right now. Straight over my head. But I don't think they have like a big team on Northgard anymore. I think they're mostly just doing bug fixes and stuff. I don't think there's like big teams trying to solve issues in there. Pop up when playing that just says the game is unstable and may not work properly. Phew, I haven't gotten that in years, honestly. So I guess it would be hardware based in some way. So related to some kind of graphics cards or whatever. And maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't bet my house on it. And the crazy thing is I don't even have one. So I couldn't even put a house on it. even if I would want to. Could be I only gotten it after definitive edition. Ah, okay, yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Like, there might be a chance that they're doing it. Like, just saying that I wouldn't put too much on it. I'm just gonna do that. Soon we'll finally have some neutrals that we can actually trade to. But since we didn't build the trading post for so long. Yeah, that's how the internet works. As soon as you turn on the stream, everything you say turns into the truth. People, the whole world is egalitarian now. We've come together and we actually came to the conclusion that all people, after all, are actually the same. It's crazy. Everybody was there. I remember it like it was yesterday, since it was yesterday. This was like, there was Trump sitting, there was like Mertz. They were all there. They were all there. We just said, guys, egalitarianism. My god, I can only say that in German. It's actually the vibe. Guys, we found the vibe. And then everybody kissed each other. That was sexy. That was sexy. Do we have them traded here soon? Dentist narrated the Northgard explanation, so it must be true. True. Did you read Rosa Luxemburg's propaganda any time in your life? Oh, like, I wouldn't read that propaganda. This evilest woman. This evilest woman. She probably wanted the worst for us all. Thank God the SPD made allegedly did things. Scout camp, Mandersat, Lorstone, simple living, colonization, herbalism. After that you can either recruitment or bottom tree. And during winter, oh yeah, true. If you was somebody asking how to go with the herbalism. Yeah, herbalism is kind of for real. It's not a complete meme. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I feel like it can still be pretty strong. I just don't like some non-synergies of it. Finally, I'm starting to trade here. Holy. Shit. Yeah, why not? Let's go. Oh god, I didn't even take lures. I'm talking too much. This is the sign that you're talking too much. Going trading caravan here. And then Yord's blessing. Yeah, I can imagine, Obviously, your lore would be better if you're murking vendors, right? Since you're shooting yourself quite hardly into the foot by taking a lower unit over a unit that produces actual resources. Oh! Did he say that? Oh, he just said that! Oh! He didn't. No, he didn't. Lore is important. Lore is very, very important. Especially on board, right? The earlier you hit your lures, the better. Okay. We could just go for that. How much food do I get again? 200. That's quite a good amount of food. Yeah, you should. I've learned the hard way. Back in the day, Northgard was a little bit simpler. And I actually played rush builds in which I completely ignored lore, so I could just have that tiny bit extra gold to overwhelm my opponent in the early game. But with the supply lines debuff, and that you need to upgrade your scout camp now to scout other players. Usually you were able to just scout them instantly. There were like the starting times of Northgard and also where I were learning these things still, right? And I were going straight lore, straight no lore basically. But the slower the game got, the more you realize, okay, it's not possible. You can't just ignore lore. The boar, you can summon a new one after 6 minutes. So you will have 6 months of not having a boar. The boar is pretty strong as a tool to clear yourself and your teammates out, so it is really a question when you should sacrifice it. But I'm part of the camp that says if you never sacrifice your boar, you're kind of missing out on some eco. Like, we counted it through. If you sacrifice your boar every 6 minutes, you don't get +6 food production, you get +11.5 food production, basically, just through the boar. So yeah, you should sacrifice it at some point if you're not getting attacked, right? If you're getting attacked and you can use it as a defense, for example, from an elf, then it could be really nice to have it. But if you know, okay, I'm really likely not gonna need it, why the heck would you keep it? It costs nothing. It's completely free now. So also the respawn will be completely free. I actually thought when this update came in that people will now all be sacrificing their boars instantly. That was my thought. And yeah, you see how wrong I can be. It's definitely not the first time, will not be the last, of me being completely wrong. But I thought, okay, they will all just be sacrificing their boar all the time. But yeah, it's super strong to clear, so I can definitely understand why they don't. Like, I also don't right now, right? Wanna feast once again? We're not feasting enough. I can feast a bunch. Oh shit, I just realized they probably expect me to scout, huh? I don't like it, but I can do it. Can definitely do it. The thing is, when you got multiple forges, you can get multiple upgrades at the same time. I did that on purpose. Guys, don't you think that I didn't do this on purpose? Absolutely, 100%. I wanted to have multiple. It is not that I completely forgot that I rushed the relic and I already have a forge. It is a strategical decision. Like right now, what do I have to clear though? There's nothing really to clear for me, so I might as well just press the button and get rid of that boar. In 6 minutes, I'm gonna get a new one. There might be, like, if they rush me right now, I will be biting my ass, right? And what the hell? Why did I do that? But my guess is I won't. Let's break down one of our forges right now. Shit, man, why did I build 2? Then we start scouting. Mark to our teammates that we start scouting, so they don't start scouting. He is actually not a sheep. A lot of people get confused with that, but yeah, you're actually completely right about this fact. Turns out to not actually be a sheep. I think I'm gonna get the altar, right? Who? Also, I'm trading it away. And let's just get more people going for stone. Since I have a bunch of stone, I might as well just be blowing it around. Wait a second, I need iron now. Another feast. And another scout. Uh-oh. Yeah. Just imagine him being a huge sheep. I would like the sound. I would still like a sheep sound, but with a really, really deep voice. Meh. 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 It's like, I would like it deeper. Even deeper. I can't go that deep. I'm too much of a beta to have like such deep of a voice. It's probably the influence of Rosa Luxemburg. The booming echo, yeah. Yeah, where are the funny unit skins? We want the funny skins! Now, I think Shiro didn't want to go any further than the Turtle Clan. The Turtle Clan is already a bit of a meme. With, like, the Oprah Chief. Which, like, not everything is free, but everything is discounted, right? That is already for a game with, like, Viking lore and shit, pretty out of the window. You wanna keep, like, these serious vibes going on. Ragnarok. Niflheim. Oi. You get all these classic Viking tropes. Whoop. Should definitely build some camps at this point. But yeah, I would have been down, obviously. I'm a weird dude. The problem is, if you got, like, troll skins in here, a lot of people would go for the troll skins, right? But I don't know, always down with the shit. Like, for example, if you get the goat master, then your starting sheep, the one sheep that you start with in your main tile, will be golden, for example. I'm always down for shit like that. Like, ridiculously hard to get stuff which looks kind of cool when you got it. Well, getting goat master is not actually that hard. Wardroom clan. Also not too bad. Do you watch anime by any chance? Not really, not really. Not really. I'm not like a, could you say that, anti-weeb? Like people that made a big part of their personality not liking anime? Like, this is definitely a thing. I definitely met people like that, which with full inbrunst do not like anime. But no, I'm definitely not. I watched anime when I were younger. I know there's a lot of animes out there which are not for young people, right? Like with very, very grown-up topics, let's say that. But nah, never have you really gotten too deep into it afterwards. Like, I know back in the day I watched the usual shit, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! One Piece, obviously. But like One Piece, right now, I don't even know which episode this were then, back then. I don't know. Yeah, when I was really small, of course, Pokemon! Pokemon! I love Pikachu! I liked Inuyasha back then.
Still waiting for the healer hut.
Nah! We don't need a healer hut. And sorry, Charlotte, I think the text-to-speech is a little fucked. I tried to check it before the stream again. I even have the window up here. It is on 100% volume. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself. Can get a new boar. One Piece is probably over 8,000 episodes, yeah. I think it's actually over 1,000, right? I think it's definitely not even a small troll involved. I think the last time that I looked how far they are, it ages ago, and I think it was over 1,000. Now somebody comes in and says it's 800. Was it over 1,000? It can't be over 1,000, can it? I'm just trying to think logically about it, and I think it can't be over 1,000. I did ask because there's an anime called Vinland Saga about Vikings, so it was just a guess. Ah, okay, okay. 1,155 right now. Holy shit. And I've heard they are kind of set. Oh, Charlotte! Charlotte, check that out! He's doing it! He's doing it! He's building some menders. I think that when... Did the creator just die? Or did I hear something about when the creator dies, they already worked out a line of the story that they would be able to finish up the story without them? That is what I've heard about it. But yeah, my general opinion about anime again is, I think they are cool. Just as cool as most other kind of shows. Let's say that, right? I'm just mostly I didn't watch really shows or movies in years. Most of the time that I had, I put into YouTube videos. And the rest of the stuff that I watch is mostly political. Or documentary about history or stuff like that. I'm just like a boring nerd. I'm gonna read like a book from Rosa Luxemburg, for example. Not even a bad example. Like, I literally have some around here that I've read. Even though most of them are like, she didn't write like big books, right? Gonna read stuff. Find out stuff. And yeah, definitely put a lot more time into Northgard when I also had more time on my hands, right? And like producing the content around it. This has definitely gone down a little bit. Because I've also gotten older and like more stuff that I need to do to keep the light running. But it's not like I kept, I'm not enjoying it. Really enjoying it, that's why I'm still doing it, right? Could have easily at a lot of points already said, nah, I'm gonna drop out. Gonna do something else. But it's always really enjoyable to have the streams here. Of course, it comes down to if the people want to come around and have a time here, because the people are actually making the streams what they are and making them as fun, also for me. So, yeah. When I would be sitting here alone, I would probably also think to myself that that still needs to be. But as long as people are interested, I'm enjoying myself. And if you're enjoying myself, that's huge. Then we're all having a good time together. Maybe learning a thing or two. You can laugh about how I lose my army to stupid shit. Most of the time. Yeah. It's happening. Oh, my teammate is here. Oh no, let's not. I don't want to have any of that. Uh-oh. A Marina will have more than... Oh my god! Barely. Barely more than me. They can't bait here. Oh shit. Yeah, we're locked in now. I don't think it's the worst fight we could have. Wow. Oh, they killed my boar! Oh, that's right. I didn't think they could kill it anymore. To be honest. Yeah, that's not bad. Sending more stuff in. Like, if something won that, like, Marino had 10 more shields than me, so I were definitely not the guy who turned this around. Must have come from you guys. I can send a bunch of new army in. Thing is, I just need Wilts. Proof Kingdoms are OP. Maybe, maybe. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That could be. Okay. Sending in everything I can here. Actually not that much, only 9. Okay. It will be now quite a good fight for them. Let's see. Let's see. Probably can break down one of these and actually get a third market. But first I need to use the other 2. Okay. Okay, taking the fight with the pop. Actually not instantly coming in, this could... Oh, I don't know. Oi, oi, oi. That was a damn close game. I'm pretty sure that that was a damn close game. It has to be. Losing that much as a stack really stings, but if they find a way to come back from that, I'm a boar. Boar is not that good when it comes to recovery. Basically need to be doing that already. But I think that will be tough to defend. Oh yeah, also with the ghosts now. Oh, we need to deal with the ghosts, that's annoying. Okay. Go to the border. Soak as much of the extra damage as possible. That's actually huge. GG's. GG's. Did they kill all the elves? They killed all the elves. I don't really have anything to trade anymore beside of. Yeah. Okay. My god, production is a joke. Trade kobolds. Doesn't like chaos. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad having big army fights. The thing is, you can control it a lot less than having smaller fights, right? I think the magic of Northgard Micro comes out a lot better when you have smaller fights, right? I love the tournament and having like early aggression, see the player, how they use like the systems. What I personally think is the most annoying thing of Northgard is like not tile dancing, but like you run away and you basically just switch always the tile when your opponent switches the tile, and because you never wait the second that the units of them needs to actually attack you, you can basically go away. Not the biggest fan of that. I think in some situations when your chief is in the front and you microed it badly up until this point, and the chief is at the front and ultra low, your chief should die. But then you have a way to like zigzag out of the tiles and then go home. It's nice to see. It's part of the game. It's very fair to do, but I would personally like if that wouldn't be possible and they would just die. +2 armor archers. That must be the reason, right? Also a lot of archers here. 30. A lot of shield bearers for Marino, obviously. Yeah, Iggy also with strong archers here. That were definitely like the amount of army that we had there and how strong they actually were. Because when it comes to my goal, I weren't even doing that crazy. I need to be doing better on gold with boar because yeah, my recovery is so bad. So I need to have extra gold in the back so I can actually be able to get another army afterwards. Yeah, it was huge. Was huge. Well played. Well played. Yeah, very good game, Artifact. Very good game. We jump into the next one, which will probably, yeah, very, very likely be the last one for today. Toilet really fast. Second. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, maybe. GG's gotta be an adult now. Yeah, good luck being adult, Mr. Iggy. I'm also always trying, it never really works out. It never really works out. I'm just kidding, like, we all gotta be adults sometimes. Yeah, we can go for clear. Then I would go links, though. Let's go links. We don't really play ranked anymore, right? So I could also go wolf. Micro is fine, it can just be weird sometimes when the game doesn't click on what you want because of the hitboxes. Yeah, true. It is kind of weird. There's definitely games that make it a little easier for you, right? Because the unit itself, they don't have collision boxes, right? So they mob up and then it's pretty hard to actually click something within there. Not that much better. I don't know. Like, I go to bed relatively early because I will need to stand up at some point. So this is probably the adult part, the standing up part. Because I go to bed early out of free will. Because I will feel like literal garbage when I'm tired. So no, I know I'm tricking myself when I stay up late. I'm just gonna be completely screwed for the whole next day. And these 1 or 2 hours staying up longer can't be as great as just feeling good throughout the day. But I know people that are different. Like, I'm one of the weird persons that actually needs 8 hours of sleep. Like, without 8 hours of sleep, it's wild. Not going to bed what's hard, it's waking up, yeah. I think that's the adult part. You say, okay, I do shit now. And I get up at the time that I wanted. Well, yeah, the ruin. I don't think there's any other way of doing it other than just taking the ruin. Maybe we find a shipwreck on the other tile though. I thought, like, there's nothing really what can be here that would not let me take the ruin, but a shipwreck is actually a good idea. Doing bad part is getting up early. Getting up early is not out of free will, so going to bed has nothing to do with free will. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Like, the waking up part is like, most of the time not really free will, right? It might be free will, but 80% out of the times or 90% out of the times you will get up at a certain time because you will have to go to work, right? So this is the reason you take up. So yeah, you could say that. You could say that. But the waking up part is... yeah. I would now go really far saying, okay, the waking up part is not free will. So in the end, if I don't want to feel shit throughout the day, the getting up, the going to bed early is for me not really free will. You could argue from that side, definitely. Because it only coincides with the I need to wake up early. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to bed early if I wouldn't need to wake up early. But I feel like I have the need because, yeah, I get a real big tax on my body for doing that. I really get super pissy, like extremely bitchy. Like, people that follow the stream for a while can definitely tell when I'm tired. 100%. Like, when I have a bad day, it usually is because I'm tired. And I will also be weird, a little bit light-skinned. Light-skinned? Yeah, light skinned. How do you say it? Thin skinned. And light skinned most of the times, actually. Excruciatingly. You may know what I mean. I don't really do anymore. I personally don't know anymore what I wanted to say with that. Yeah. That's it. And yeah, for me, I feel like it's especially taxing, since so many people seem to not really care about it, right? Like, I had that not too long ago that I were sitting with a few friends. Like, my brother was included, but also my friend, let's say that. Just gonna say friends right here. The family was mostly family. Siblings, yeah, need that one. And saying, yeah, I need to go home. Like, I need to go get up early. And yeah, I can't make that long. And they were like laughing and said, like, okay, you need to go now. And they said, like, I need to get up at that time. And they were laughing and said, okay, they need to get up even earlier. Like, I say, yeah, I have no clue why that is for me. That so many people seem to just work if they didn't sleep 8 hours. I just wouldn't function. Maybe people don't function that well because of lack of sleep, but they are suited to it, so it's normal for them. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I can also say there is certain situations like where you, let's say you stay up really, really late to watch the next episode of your favorite series, or this YouTube video right there, which at 7 o'clock wouldn't even wouldn't even bother me in the slightest. It's now so interesting that I can't resist watching. I know what you're like. I'm not. I'm also a human, right? These things also happen to me. But like, you know what happens, right? Or you play League of Legends until the late hours. It's like kind of on you, right? But there's also situations, man, you have kids and the kids were screaming through the night. You can't do anything against that. And you kind of have to get used to it, because this is like just part of being a parent. That especially in the early years, you're not gonna sleep as much. Oh shit, I went for the wrong lure. So yeah, there is situations where you will have to eat it, basically, right? Where also I would just have to tank that. Yeah, and suddenly sun rises, yeah. It's ruthless generally. I'm pretty sure the sun doesn't really care too much about what we do. It's just so heartless. Like, we have global warming down here. The sun could just say, you know what, guys? I just burn ever so slightly lighter, so you guys don't have too many problems down there. I think physically this would be even more bad than... Like, I just wanted to say, like, I'm gonna burn 1% less bright. I guess in total that would probably mean that we live on an ice planet then? So you just gotta think about like how crazy and how much coincidence is needed to happen that life on this earth would be possible. That even if you would change such a small thing, like if the sun would only burn 1% less, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't exist, right? Insanity. How quickly I changed up the topic is also quite insane. Do you remember how we were talking about sleep a moment ago? And now we're talking about the sun going out. And none of you said anything in that direction. I just brought it there. There you go. This one's for free. No problemo, of course. Oh yeah, I built one. For that. And probably scout a little bit more. What else? We got the foxes up there. And we got the Draugr over here. I think the Draugr will be my next target. So did somebody ask ChatGPT if it would be alive if the sun goes 1% down? Ah, you know what? No, fuck ChatGPT. Forget about that. Read a book. Any book. And tell me what were in there. It's a little bit more interesting. Do Draugr give spells? When is that a thing? I found it's only animals. It's as soon as you take Great Hunt. Gets trophies on all mystical creatures, military units, blah blah blah. Gets trophies on all mystical creatures. That's the important part for your question. So yeah, they don't at the start. So sometimes people will get a little bit stuck if they didn't take the trophy early enough. Then they will have a problem. But if you take it early enough, it's all good. For years, 3 years maybe. Ay. I think it was around for ages already. I think Lynx was always able to get something on Draugrs. Didn't want to take your way out there, I'm sorry. Realize. I was kind of the...
Actually, Lynx was always able to make that happen. Yeah. I have great knowledge on this video game.
Are you impressed yet? Are you impressed yet? Oh, this dentist guy, man. It's insane. He knows everything. Yeah, let's wait a little bit. There's a lot of range Draugrs in here. I have PTSD. And I don't want to lose a cat here. Even though Marino is not in my team, so he can't laugh about me if I lose them. Yeah, I'm missing the glasses. I actually don't know what's going on. Like, I think in my family now, I think everybody. I think literally everyone in my family, beside of the kids of my brother, which are very, very young, are wearing glasses. And I'm the one practically permanently watching a TV screen or PC screen. Like, I'm the one doing the shit which the doctors tell you this shit will make you to need to wear glasses. And I'm literally the only one not wearing glasses. Your doctors lie to you. is what I'm about to say. Is what I'm about to say. Don't trust the doctor. Trust dentist. And this case study of one person without taking any scientific measures. Trust me, guys. So I tried Hound. Okay. And? What the Hound do? Kinda confused. Yeah, Hound is weird. Hound is a little weird. You're basically not really getting eco, you're just getting your Zerkers, and you run around, clear the whole map, and as soon as the map is cleared, you're going full aggro. I'm in general not a good player. Ah, don't be so hard to you. Hound is weird. Hound doesn't have too much to do with the other clans. It's very, very, very unique. Everyone needs glasses. I'm by far the person that's looking at screen the most, but I only need them for driving. Ah, okay, okay. It's actually weird, right? Are the doctors actually lying to us? Were they just looking for a reason to not let us look at screens? And they said it's like, I don't know, like it's bad for your eyes. I don't fucking know. Do something else. Go play ball. Go play fucking ball. I don't know. Do something else. Go out of the house. I want to bang your mother. Well, that escalated quickly. Well, that... This is how this was scientifically proven. Just one doctor needed a good reason to drive his child out of the house. How is special because it doesn't... Yeah, not the eco setup. I said reading a book can make you go blind. Don't hear that too often anymore. Did they do that? Like, did they back in the day tell you go blind when you read books? Lol. I didn't even know that. That must be like... I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna guess how long ago that was. Huh. Well, the world is kind of cringe, right? Like, I know of something horrible that you could do to your wife. Probably one of the most horrible things that you could do to your wife. And it wasn't illegal in Germany until 1997. You all know what I'm talking of. I don't want to go too deep in it. So I'm gonna say like 100 years ago? Like 1920? That they told you, okay, you go blind when you read a book? Or was it like straight up medieval shit? Now, I would say they went with that for a long time. I would say they went with that for a long time. I saw that reading the Bible wasn't allowed for quite a long time. Just like straight up. Like, when you were a Christian, you were basically not really allowed to read the Bible in itself. You were allowed to read books that took passages out of the Bible and, like, basically explained them to you, but it was not Like, you were not supposed to just read the real thing. Don't say Europe is different. Yeah. True. Nowadays, if you hear it, it's more about don't read in dim or bad light. I read a lot in dim or bad light. I can definitely confirm that I read slower there, because I can't sometimes make out what's there. But that might also have to do something that is oftentimes in the evening times. I didn't even get that. Oh, it's the wrong one. My build is so bad. Let's quickly fix my build a little. I don't think that's the light, buddy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, what I meant to say. More to do with me in the evening being a bit more tired than like in the morning or in the midst of day. Oh, thank God. I think somebody is scouting. I didn't want to do that. I think he's scouting already. Artifact is doing it. I need to go down there and clear the foxes. Scout on him, okay. You can't set your nut and it's in 2.5 of the hours. Why the fuck? Huh? It really makes no sense. Why would you do that so late in the middle of the week? I know as an artist, they don't give a fuck, right? If, like, every day is weekend for them. Huh? Maxu just cleared it. But they must know that, like, humans need to come to their concert. Do you need to go to work tomorrow? Or did you manage to get a free day? And eat in trouble. Yeah, okay, makes sense, makes sense. But yeah, then they're kind of banking on that you don't need to wait the next day, right? Now work. We were just talking about sleep and the importance of sleep. And Bashbob is coming in here and saying, I don't sleep at all. Haven't slept in 3 years. It's also not a big thing. This place near me has a free concert every Tuesday. Ah, okay, okay. Oh, why not? Like, if you can manage that? We were just talking about, like, how many people get along with having less sleep. So much better than I do. Those youngsters going out. You have a good night, little Bashy boy. I'm gonna sit on my balcony and be a nuisance. I go from time to time, the music interests me, but today it's so late and it's not totally my music. Then it would probably be a skip for me, but I'm not gonna be the one telling you when there's like a social gathering that you should not go to that, because those are generally always kind of good, right? There you go, there you go. That's what I mean. Choices. Decisions. Decision. I can't help you with that one, buddy. Like, social gatherings in general are great, especially when you don't get to see your friend that often. But man, I need my fucking sleep. So I'm basically not the greatest person to ask. But I would probably also be on the brink. Well, I made a coffee and got me a beer. I'll decide after that, lol. Yeah. The good old coffee beer. Sounds like a good idea to solve it like that. I'm a big fan of this. Ah, I kinda need the iron, huh? Oh. Yeah, kill the Draugr. If I would party nowadays the same way I would when I was around 20, I would need at least 3 days. Yeah, probably. I don't know if I could survive that in general. I would probably survive it, but man, yeah, like you said, I would probably just be straight up sick. I turned 22 a few days into the month, and I still haven't been to a club or something like that. It was a different era. Yeah, could be. Like, Germany definitely is quite the party culture, I would say. So yeah, I've been a fair share of clubs and shit. Wasn't too much of the festival guy, like living in a tent for half a week. Never really itched me too much to do that. Well, I can see the beauty of it. I can definitely see the beauty of it. Seeing people play this game is so incomprehensible to me. Like, yeah, I do understand what is sort of happening, but I just don't understand how to manage all of it. Right now, it's I'm talking way too much, right? I'm doing the wrong things at the wrong spot. I'm banking so many resources that it's not really... Like, usually you want to be using your wood as soon as you get it. And if you don't get it, why don't you just get more gold or food, right? So... It's far from perfect play right here. I'm just a little bit in auto mode trying to make stuff happen here. And I also don't really explain anything since I just click shit. Is it still? I heard from some people it's changing in Germany too. But maybe they are just partied out. Yeah. Let's get this up. Yeah, it's a classic. I think that it is probably changing in Germany for the Gen Z, right? For the older generations, I don't think anything changed that much. And millennials are definitely still in the alcohol culture, let's say that. I'm also drinking. Like, from, I would say from my friend group, I'm probably... the one that is least behind that drinking is so important. Yeah. But still, I drink beer. I like that. Do Gen Z go raves and shit? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Does that happen? Does Gen Z know what a Goa is? Okay, please not Goa. Yeah. Makes me run. Yeah. White people with dreads. Yeah, that is an interesting one. That is an interesting one. I'm kind of running out of space. Why do I don't just kill the kobolds? It's something I could do here, right? That's something I could do. Probably. Do I even need to go? Nah, I shouldn't go for extra stone anymore. Brewery is normal on links? Yes. I don't think when you go full mid-tree links, because then you can go feeling safe. You get feeling safe earlier and shit, but if you go later, it's not too crazy. Must be nice. I think he could have sniped them anyway, right? Because my army was low. But this was insane. That 4 of the kobolds attacked me, he just needs to kill that one, and then hey, see ya! See ya! I'm out, baby! Yeah, we blame chat, yes. Guys! What's with all the shatter? Stop with all the shatter! I need to focus. I need to be in the zone! They are not even organized here anymore. Just a few massive parties, but they don't have the same vibe as just to organize and orderly and no soul besides it just being about money. Yeah, that is quite the big thing, right? I can imagine that this can be quite a problem these days. That you don't really have the people like organizing events that really slap, which are usually made by the people that just love the music, right? Like also with artists relatively openly stating that they just do the music because they do money and stuff like that. But there's still a bunch of music out there, like a lot of indie stuff in your region. But there's still tons of heart in it, so I wouldn't give up on music. But yeah. We need to chat more. No cat is being lost in a stupid way. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. How did that happen? Nah. Nah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, true. And yeah, usually also something to do with the musicians, right? Since they are not really like, if they would just go to a club and do like the normal stuff, they would probably be making more money. The shitty thing is, they are pretty fast in my territory. Oh shit. Ah, shit! He just took the other way! How's that allowed? How is that allowed? You have to take the entrance where my archers are standing, man. You didn't get it? You can't just enter anywhere! What the fuck? Where do we end up if nobody cares about the rules anymore? We need to care about the rules. Chat's fault. Yeah. Happens. It's a toxic guy after all. Yeah. Marino paid me. I see. The whole system is rigged, man. The whole system is rigged. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Nah. That's why I'm gonna sit here until the very last second. Nah, I'm gonna drop out. GG's, guys. Did I say GG well played? No. People think I'm salty. You get paid, I have to do it for free. Oh shit, there's actually too. Like you need to up your business model a lot. Like Bash Pop is doing the same thing, but he's getting money for it. So he is therefore pushing the GDP. And that's the thing. When you wake up in the morning, the very first thing that you think about right now is probably I need to pee. Like this is most of our thoughts when we wake up in the morning. But your first thought should be, how can I raise the GDP I generate for my country? This should be the very first thing you're thinking about. If you're good at something, don't do it for free. That's it. Need to capitalize, monopolize, and shitify. We should make streamer lose unit. Union! Okay, we're handing out bans big time now. He said the U word. We don't say the U word in here. Guys, I made a whole PowerPoint presentation about that. Like, your company, your streamer, only wants the best for you. Why would you ever want you to... Well, he banned you. Yeah, shit. Oh god, he banned me. Fuck you. That wasn't even me. Wow, he banned you. Yeah. And now I see it here on the other stream. Guys, we talked about this. Your streamer is only wanting the best thing for you. There's no reason in any kind of unions or come-togethers. If you guys have a problem, you just come to me and we will sort that out. What's that? I really needed to underpress my laughing. Oh, we are a family in this company. Yes. Yes. We are like a family in here. So like a family, families meet every day, right? So we are also meeting over here in the office on Saturdays and Sundays for little come-togethers. Little come-togethers, you know? And when we find a little time, we do a little bit of work, you know? Friends you pick, family you don't really have a choice. Yeah, that's true, that's true. And yeah, this is how you do it. The big dentist is watching us, yeah. I've got an eye over you guys. You don't need to worry. You just be there, you be the chat, be great, do your thing. Don't do any of that unionized shit. Like the union buster firm that company that I ordered the last time, like they weren't cheap, and you guys know how that ended, right? That's like you don't have to see them, and chosen family is a thing. Oh yeah, true. That's actually a correct thing. Dentist, my family is so lipped up. What can I do about it? Do they know about, like we talked about Rosa Luxemburg today already? Do they know about Rosa Luxemburg? Did you tell about that? Tell them about? They need to. Or did you ever tell them to just lip down? How can you know about her and be lipped up? I don't know. I don't know. But they'd probably call her. Yeah, of course they would. It's like, get fucking Liebknecht! Swine! Use the fucking workers' rights! Shut the fuck up! Yeah, probably. And even back then she got shot. Like, even back then she got shot. This is a family-friendly stream for sure. Yeah, definitely. If your family is not lipped up, then you then you kind of like you need to make them lip down. Like, no, I don't know. I don't really feel like I generally have a great political influence over my family. And I don't really want to have to do that, right? I feel like I actually have more of an influence on them as I would really think or suggest. But yeah, it's also not too easy to keep up with somebody who's like quite politically interested, right? Like, it's been years since I saw my AFD uncle. Yeah. I don't really know if in my family there are some people that could probably vote AFD. The thing is, yeah, also like with talking to people that are like AFD sided, right? The the problem is that a lot of the views are oftentimes just like, I'm not saying anything new, right? The problem is that most of the things that they believe in are just not statistically provable, basically. And I'm a very, very statistic dude. And oftentimes we end up in discussions where then I get told, yeah, you're the statistics all the time. Like, yeah, if we don't talk about statistics, what are we really talking about, right? Are we just talking about your feelings? Yeah, your feelings are great, but your feelings don't matter too much in the great political scheme if there's things that you can scientifically prove. And I usually just try to be relatively fit on these things. And yeah, if somebody is completely lost, I don't know. I guess this is not something that just comes down, oh no, once every 4 years you make a cross at the AFD? Oh, this is where it breaks now. It's usually just when you vote for them, you usually have a worldview that is so split apart from mine anyway, that there's no real way that we would sit in a room with each other and would actually find a topic to talk about, which I wouldn't want to puke in your face about, or you would want to puke in my face about. So that is like I wouldn't know if there's parts of my family that I don't see, and there could be voting AFD. That is generally possible, but it doesn't matter to me because I don't see them, because they are all around shitty persons. So why would I waste time with that, really, right? I have a part of my family that I'm getting along well with, which I'm really happy about. Like, I have a very, very good relationship to my parents' brother and the wife of my brother, the family of the wife of my brother. But I have a very close and good relationship, which is absolutely lovely. But I think also, like Olada said, there is situations where there is family stories that I've heard where I would also say, okay, okay, it would come down to the thing. You can, in some ways, choose your family. Because I know that in our family, when I was smaller, there were also people at the Christmas eatings or anything that weren't technically part of the family, let's say that. But in the end, they were, right? So, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, in the end, you just need to find people that you can be really well with, and then, like, they are your family, more or less, even though you might not be, like, how could you say it? In the eyes of the state, you might not be family, but who cares? Shitty person is not just about other shitty characteristics, like caring about other humans, that is then also broken. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, just generally, like I said, for me, I have a very, very egalitarian mindset. So, yeah, I'm pretty open about all the things, and is, of course, always a little bit icky if you hear people saying or acting in a way where you feel like, okay, you think you are better than somebody because you're born, or because of this, because of that, because of this. I can be icky there pretty quickly, which oftentimes doesn't even have to mean that these people are bad persons per se. They just don't have, like, this full worldview, and they don't see these things, right? Like, if they, I don't know, not really call other people names or something, that goes really, really far, but I don't know, use a certain lingo, let's say. That doesn't straight up have to mean that they are just like a bad person. They just, first of all, might be just in a friend group where that doesn't really matter, and they didn't really think about these things ever. But, yeah, there are definitely ways where, yeah, you can quickly find out if a person has that deep mindset in them where they really think, okay, I'm better because of a person, because of some absolutely useless reasons, right? Then you can quickly see, okay, yeah, our worldviews go so far out of, like, apart from each other that there's no real conversation or anything happen. I was born in Europe, therefore my views matter more. True. Let's colonize some shit. Come on. Don't worry, we just uncolonize it afterwards again and everything will be fine. Everything is like before, right? We don't leave a power vacuum. Like, look at this. They didn't build up nice cities yet. Like, they had all that time. We had nothing to do with this. We weren't there in such a long time. I wish dentists would hold a ceremony in my church. Top tier would... I'm never going to sleep, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they would let me in. I don't know if they would let me in. I just read Kant. I can tell you one thing, Kant, pretty cool guy, pretty nice ideas. Not the biggest God fan. not the biggest fan, gotta say. What part of Europe is, as a traditional racist, just a part of small Europe is wild? Yeah, that's a wild thing, right? That's actually wild. But that's the thing in Germany. Racism usually comes down to, yeah, what? The color of skin you have. It's like, I heard weird flexes, man. I heard weird flexes from people that are, that came into Germany and still vote for the AfD, just saying, yeah, we are not the problem because we are here now. But these new ones, these are the problem. And yeah, think like, okay, this is like, I'm gonna blow into the same horn and the people basically will accept me. But I can definitely tell, as somebody who's really read German, let's say that, right? So the people that go for AfD and this straight up fascistic shit at some point talk pretty open to me, and I know, okay, it's not about something being, it's not about being criminal or this or that. No, it's just straight up good old-fashioned racism. And if it's the Pole, they don't care. If it's an Ukrainian, they don't care. If it's somebody from the Netherlands, they don't care. But God forbid, your skin pigments might be slightly off. Then it's getting a problem. It's getting a problem. And it's a little bit sad to see that, yeah, people that came themselves here, or their parents came here themselves, are now falling for that shit because they feel like, okay, maybe the racists accept me when I do, like, basically pray to change the same church, basically. Let's say that. So funny when you realize that witness is a concept that changes whenever white people need to. Yeah. Whiteness is a concept that changes whenever white people needed to. Yeah, it's actually true. It's actually true. Some people are whiter than others for sure. You gotta be just that perfect Asian skin to be accepted in society, you think? You think? This is then the moment where you can enter every country and you will have no problem with racism. Racism is solved for you. Could be. While this in itself could be already seen racist. Of course. Poles are not wide enough to be to the racists here. Yeah, maybe. You think? In Germany it's alright. In Germany it's alright. You shouldn't talk. Like, you should talk perfect German, and then the racists in Germany will accept you as one of their own. Who provoked dentists that much? I don't know. You did, by proclaiming me the enemy. Yes. Dentist is just pretending that he's not opening a new lobby. I'm not opening a new lobby. I'm gonna be gone for today, guys. I'm talking all day. But I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Not really to sleep, I still need to eat something. Haven't made anything. I was not proclaiming. I was showing it! There he is! There he is! We found him! Guys, come out of the bushes! Come out of the bushes! We were teammates today. Ah, yeah, there you go. That was nice. Yeah, it was nice games here today. Definitely had quite a bit of fun. For Thursday, I still didn't put up the straw poll. I'm gonna create one now. First game was Age of Mythology. No, G. Then we had Europa. Universalis. 4. 4. I think it's 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. Thanks a lot for coming around, Nick Carter. Hope you had a great stream. Maybe see you around for the next one. On Thursday, we're gonna go for variety. That's what I'm just making the poll for. I can make it officially. Officially. What was the first one? The King is watching, right? Played that privately right now and seem quite interesting, actually. If you haven't heard of it, actually, like a small, how could you say it? Resident Evil. We played Resident Evil already. Resident Evil 7. I don't have 8. These are games that I have right now. We can definitely put games on the list and we could definitely put games on the list and I buy them when I get the chance. StarCraft! I don't dislike StarCraft. You have Tabletop Simulator? No, don't have that. I'm still loving it. Okay, I have never in my life played Age of Mythology. I have never in my life played Europa Universalis. I just heard from some friends that it's quite interesting. Rock Simulator? The fuck is Rock Simulator? Wow. Wow. Wait a sec. Image a new tab. Holy shit. That looks sick. That looks sick. Just don't pick berries when you have hunt. Fucking kebab pips me up when we played Age of Mythology. He gave it berries instead of hunt, okay? So this is very similar to Age of Empires then, probably, right? You've once told that rating poll is... Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, rating poll is better. Shit. And now I've opened it already. But yeah, it is better. Come on, okay, this one we go for that one. But, or do we make it new? Nah, come on, screw it. For this time, we're gonna go like that. But yeah, ranking poll is a lot better than the normal one. Stop the count! Should we actually stop the count and redo? Oh, God. Game. Then we have ranking poll. Where's it? There. You are actually true. It is the better way of democracy. Especially in a small way, but I think also in a big way, right? I think it's just generally better to display what the general interest in it is. So yeah, whatever comes out there, we're gonna play on Thursday. And with that, first talking about politics and now even talking about the way of polling. This is becoming a politics stream. Slowly but steadily, we're making the transition here. Yeah, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. Call me dentist. I don't know. I don't know which political streamer I want to get some down right now. I don't know. Just poorly chatting category. Yeah. Don't know. Would generally be down. I just don't think that my political thoughts are as deep. That actual people, actually too many people are too many Omega interested here. Let's say that. I always feel like I'm annoying the people when I start going off on politics. Because I know that I'm pretty politically and that a lot of people are not. So I feel like always that that a big part of the people is basically just shut the fuck up and play Northgard. But yeah, everything is political, obviously. In these times, it gets more clear, right? I can tell you, everything was always political. But people didn't really realize it. If you disagree, you are wrong, yeah. But the stream itself was more like Northgard surrounded, right? Say that. We were not really talking about how Mega is the greatest movement. Ouch. They did it twice, man. They made it happen twice. Why the fuck do people vote for them? I have a good idea why. It's like social media times, right? At least I'm still curious until you say the wrong thing. That's the thing. Yeah. As soon as I say the wrong thing, everything goes down the drain. Come with a political question. Chatters will derail everything. Yeah. Me playing FFA right now instead of reading Marx equals political. Yeah, true. It's actually true. And I can't believe that you haven't read Marx yet. Well, there's a lot of Marx to read, right? It's not only the three capitals. Well, yeah. Thanks everybody for dropping in. Hope you've enjoyed the stream, even though we went a little bit political here at the end. And yeah, have a good time at Akopeka stream. See you on Thursday for the variety stream, if you're interested in that. If not, see you on Sunday for more Northgard. Bye. Thanks everybody for dropping in. See ya.